How's it going, everybody? I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and we've got some college basketball for you as TCU takes on Ohio State in the first round. Winner will move on. Of course, the loser goes home. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, again, it is a great one. I am ready for a lot of basketball today. 3 games on the docket for my channel, of course. 4 windows for March Madness. TCU 22-11, coming in with winning 9 of their last 11, so they are really, really hot. Ohio State also pretty hot, again 21-12, winning 4 of their last 5. So again, both teams peaking at the right time. We'll see again, if that is going to translate for the rest of the tournament. Of course, again, one of these teams will go home. So, again, for TCU, averaging 78 points a game, allowing 72. Ohio State scoring 80 points a game, allowing 73. They shoot a little bit better, 49% compared to TCU's 45, so that may be a factor or not. TCU does average more rebounds a game, however, so maybe that is why they're comparable in points, but not so much in field goal percentage. So again, we'll see how this one goes. I look forward to it. Hopefully you guys are well. Appreciate you, Tron, DJ, Gregory. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Good to see you, Hacker. Appreciate you, man. Houday, appreciate you for listening all day, man. Hopefully I'll be all right. Hopefully I don't get boring. And again, George, appreciate you for tuning in as always. But yes, we are about ready for some March Madness action. And TCU, I believe they're going to be in black. Ohio State in white, I think. I actually have yet to see Ohio State, so we'll see. We'll find out together. Actually, they are going to be in white. Okay, so we are ready for the opening tip. TCU going left to right. Ohio State right to left as Ohio State wins the tip. All right, this is Thornton. Thornton with it at the point. Thornton finding here, this is Mobley. Mobley with it at the logo. Bounce pass inside here to Royal. Royal kicks it out here to Bynum for 3. That's going to be a little bit off, but rebounded by Ohio State. As here we go, hands it off here to Mobley. Mobley kicks it inside, trying to find a teammate, finding Thornton. Thornton for 3. And that's good. The first points of the game belong to the Buckeyes. 3-0 Ohio State leading TCU. How's it going, Rec? Good to see you once again. Appreciate you, man. All right, here's TCU's first possession as this is Harding. Harding bounce pass inside Edmonds. Edmonds can't get the friendly roll. Rebounded there by Bynum as Bynum handing it off to a teammate, taking it down the far side. This is Royal. Royal handing it off here to Thornton. Thornton almost fumbling the snap there, but was able to recover. Royal there to Mobley. Mobley hands it off. This is Tilly. Tilly, the big man, looking around, trying to hand it off. He does to Thornton. Thornton beyond the arc, finding this is Bynum. Kicks it out here to Royal for 3. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded there by Punch. Punch there to the far side. Inside here, hands it off to Robinson. And he kicks it out here to Harding. Harding with it in the lane, spinning around. Puts it off the glass, gets the basket. Very much high off the glass there. 3-2. Ohio State leading. All right, here we go. This is Thornton. Thornton with it on the far side. Now at the logo, crossing inside. Now looking for a teammate, finding one to Tilly. Bounce pass inside, and he is fouled. As Bynum was going to try to slam it with authority, could not, but he will go to the line for a couple of shots, and he is a 73% free throw shooter. Again, appreciate you, George, for tuning in. Play-by-play, Dr. Lay. I don't know about all that. Appreciate you, though, Shaman. Yeah, I'm still kind of waking up myself, but I'll get there. As Bynum releases and gets the first. Again, a pretty good free throw shooter. Again, 73%. As there's the second one. That one is good. Extending the lead 5-2. All right, TCU now with it with 18 left to go here in the first half. As he finding, this is, let's see, this is Harding. Harding with it again at the logo. He's looking around, going to the far side. Now kicks it out to Pierre. Pierre with it, trying to find a teammate. Bounce pass inside to Edmonds. Edmonds to Harding. Harding for 3. Harding gets it and ties it up 5-5. 17:50 here left to go in the first. Again, just getting underway. All tied up. Bounce pass into Tilly. Tilly in the lane. Looking. Puts it up. Oh, and he's stuffed. Stuffed by Punch. And here's Harding really quickly. Harding trying to draw the foul. Fighting Punch. Punch going to the lane. Puts it up and can't get the basket, but was fouled. And Punch will go to the line for a couple of shots for a chance at TCU's first lead of the game. I was going, Caleb, good to see you once again. Hashtag Mark Grace. Mark Grace. Unsure who Mark Grace is, but appreciate you regardless. I'm assuming it's a like number. I assume that's what I do. There is the first. That one's going to be off the mark. Again, 5-5 your score. Just getting underway. March Madness not officially underway, but, the main bracket is. This is really when it counts. Covered some of the first four last night. There's the second one. That one is good. TCU taking the lead 6-5. 17:30 left to go as here's Thornton bringing up the court slowly. Looks like we have some substitutes here for TCU. Harding looking around, finding this is Bynum. Bynum hands it off to Mobley. Mobley looking around, back to Bynum. Bynum to Thornton. Thornton driving in, hop step, looking, and he's stuffed. Stuffed by Punch. Didn't punch it, he slapped it, but still. All right, here is Pierre. Pierre with it at the logo. He's looking around, coming to the near side again, going left to right, driving in. Midway, looking, turning, finding Harding for three. That's a little off and rebounded, though, by Edmonds. Edmonds finding Pierre. Pierre with it at the low. He just jacks up a three. That's going to be a little bit off and rebounded by Bynum, who hands it off to Thornton. Thornton taking it down the far side, going right to left is Ohio State. Tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be last touched by TCU. We do have a poll. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you have winning. 52% of you guys with Ohio State. 48% with TCU. Going to be pretty close, I imagine. Again, a 9 versus 8 matchup. Should be good. Should be a close one throughout. All right, inbounding here for Ohio State is Mobley. Mobley finding Thornton. Back to Mobley. Mobley with it at the logo as he finds Thornton. And, there's going to be a travel. And it's going to be TCU ball. Ohio State coach asking and pleading his case. Not going to win it. Again, 16:31 left to go. TCU up by 1. This is Harding. Harding with it at the logo. Coming to the near side and finding this is Lila Vicious checking into the game. Bounce pass inside to Edmonds. Edmonds is blocked and stuffed by Bynum. Bynum now taking it down the near side. Again, going right to left. Ohio State has one cold, missing their last 4 shots. Bynum trying to find a teammate. He does, and last touched by Ohio State. Man, oh man, again, another back-to-back turnovers for each team. Again, TCU with the ball with just over 16 to go in the first. Ian Eagle on the call, by the way. Ian Eagle, a legend. My favorite broadcaster. All right, here we go. This is Harding. Harding again for TCU. As he's driving in, looking around. Now going to bounce pass inside. Edmonds, pump fakes, looking, leaning, shoots, and gets it. And now TCU up by 3. 15:45 to go. Here's Thornton. Thornton with it beyond the arc. Thornton thinking about it. Passes back for a deep 3. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Harding. Harding now taking it up the court, finding Edmonds. Edmonds in the lane. Puts it up. Can't get the friendly roll. Bouncing around. Rebounded by Thornton. Thornton with it. Probably another TV timeout, or probably the first TV timeout happening here is, yes, there is a charge. As soon as there's going to be a stoppage of play, we're going to see a TV timeout. I'm actually going to call a block on Harding. So that will take us again to our first commercial break. TCU 8, Ohio State 5, 15:22 left to go in the first. All right. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out, listening in. Again, just waking up. Should get a little bit better as the day goes on for me. You can probably tell. You can probably listen to the voice and just tell. But yeah, appreciate you guys again for hanging out in this one. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. Again, we'll be providing score updates. Of course, there's a ticker up there. But, of course, we'll see. We'll see. We'll actually look at the scores, and we'll look at my bracket as well throughout the day. Of course, more so in the later part of the day when more games have been played. But, yeah, we'll just see how everything's going and all that good stuff. But, yeah, no one else playing right now. It's just TCU and Ohio State. And, again, I'll be covering more games right after this. I'll be doing, right after this one, McNeese and Vanderbilt. And then we have Texas A&M and St. Mary's. So, again, a lot of stuff happening in the college basketball world. Must be nice waking up at noon. Well, to be honest with you, I woke up at 6, and then I tried to go back to sleep, and I was tossing and turning. I think I fell asleep, but I didn't. So, yeah, and also I'm in the Central Time Zone, so you got to take out another hour. But, yeah, but I feel like, yeah, I don't feel all that great right now, but it is what it is. Appreciate you, Thomas, for tuning in and ripping me. That's always nice. But yeah, hopefully, again, we have a good one. And again, hopefully, I wake up probably more. Hopefully, I get it going here. I should get it going. There's no way I don't. If I don't, then that's a problem. But no, I'll be fine. I will be fine. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. And this one, again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If you like me when I'm a little bit groggy, you'll love me when I'm more awake. But, yeah, again, I don't think we'll see some free throws here whenever we do come back. I think it was just a regular foul. I don't think he was in the act of shooting. I could be wrong. Maybe he was. I guess he was. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Get that cup of coffee. Yeah, I actually can't do that. I can't drink any caffeine during streaming days, or at least, yeah, in between even, because, like, it goes right through me, so I'll have to get up and try, I don't want to get up and use the restroom, like, it's not something I want to do. I want to be locked in. I think McNeese could pull an upset. I think they could as well. I really do. All right, again, 15:22 left to go here in the first. TCU up by 3. Ohio State ball. I believe they'll be inbounding underneath their own basket. Looks like Thornton's going to be doing the inbounding. So 15:22 left to go. Looking around is Thornton. Thornton trying to find a teammate. Floats it out here. This is Royal. Royal with it as long two. That's going to be too strong. Rebounded by TCU. All right, here we go. This is Pierre. Pierre with it at the logo as he bounce passes inside. Oh, and it's tipped out of bounds. Going to still be with TCU. Trying to hand it off there to Punch, but it was punched out. Punched out, trying to see by Chapman. Chapman there for Ohio State. Again, some subs for each team as TCU got inbound. Here is Pierre. Pierre with it at the logo. Going left to right. As Pierre trying to find a teammate. He does in Punch. Punch with it. Hands it off here. This is Toulson. Toulson back out here to Punch. Punch spinning around in the lane. Floater. That's good. And TCU, the first to hit. Double digits today. 10-5 is your score. 14:43 and counting. Here is Thornton. Thornton with it at the logo. Going to the far side. Kicks it inside here to Tilly. Tilly with it at the top of the lane. Driving in the lane. Puts it up. Can't get the friendly roll. Bouncing away. And it finds a Horned Frog. Again, no points for OC in the last 4 minutes. This is Robinson. Robinson to Pierre. Pierre to Toulson. Back over to Robinson. Driving inside. Looking around. Finding a teammate in the form of Lilavicious. Finding Pierre. Pierre to Toulson. Toulson driving in. Kicks it to Punch. Punch puts it up and can't get it, but finding Toulson. He floats it up. That can't go in. Rebounded by Lilavicious. He puts it up. That can't go in. And rebounded by Ohio State. Oh, that was unfortunate for the TCU, but again, good stuff for Ohio State, playing good defense, getting a hand in the face, as this is Thornton. Thornton with it at the logo, and he's going to the far side now, hands it off to Tilly. Tilly with it, back over to Mobley. Mobley, floater, that's good. 10-7 is your score. 13:35 left to go in the first. Mobley with 10 points in seven. Where was that going to come from? Jeez, in 7 straight games, he's got 2 today. We'll see if he can add on to it. This is Punch with it. As bounce pass to Pierre. Pierre floater. That's going to be short. Rebounded by Tilly. Tilly hands it off to Thornton. Thornton crossing half court again, going right to left. As Thornton guarded by Pierre. Bounce pass over there to Chapman. Chapman to Tilly. Tilly with it. Tilly looking around. Back to Chapman. Chapman driving in. Looking. Pump fakes. Trying contact. Puts up. Can't get it. And it's rebounded by Robinson of TCU. Here comes TCU. Pierre with it. Pierre to Lela Vicious. Driving in viciously. Puts it up and gets the basket. 12-7 is your score. 12:42 and counting. All right, here's Chapman. Jamie Dixon, the coach of TCU, former Pitt coach. Ever since he left Pitt, Pitt has been terrible. Just a little side note there. Anyway, Chapman with it. Chapman back to Mobley. Mobley at the logo. Jab step coming to the far side. Bounce pass inside. Thornton looking. Seeking the rim. And he finds the rim in the form of 2 points. 12-9. Here we go. This is TCU just jacking up a 3. That's going to be too short. Rebounded, though, by Punch. Punch kicks it out to Pierre. Back over to Lela Vicious. Back to Robinson. Robinson with it. Robinson driving the lane. Floater. That's good. And it's 14-9. Football score. 2 touchdowns for TCU. 3 field goals for Ohio State. 11:52 and counting here in the first. Thornton with it at the logo on the near side. Again, going right to left. Thornton guarded by Pierre. Setting the pick. Thornton driving in. Looking around. Now finding Tilly. Tilly in the lane. He puts it up and gets the baskets. All right, 14-11 is your score. All right, this is Olavicious back over to Pierre. Bounce pass inside to Punch. Punch looking around as Punch drives inside. Looking. Fade away. That's going to be too strong. Rebounded there by, this was Royal. Royal with it on the near side. As Royal at the logo. Back to Tilly. Tilly looking around. Floats it to Royal. Royal puts it up and gets the basket. It is 14-13. And that is going to be a TV timeout. With 10:57 left to go, Ohio State kind of getting something going before the commercial break. But yes, 14-13 is your score. And TCU ball whenever we do come back. Appreciate you, FK. It's early, but picking Ohio may have been a mistake. Yeah, it's early. It is early. You never know. I myself in the bracket, because again, now I have to answer questions because there's, proof. I did pick TCU to win. I did. So we'll see how it goes. It's not really, again, like, if I lose, oh well, I don't really care. But, yes, I did pick TCU over Ohio State in this one. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Let's see here, dude. No, it's Tom. Thomas is cool. It's been here for a while. He's just giving me a hard time. But, yeah. No, I went to bed around, when did I go to bed? Around 1 o'clock last night. Yeah, probably not the best decision, but, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. That is just the way the cookie crumbles. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, no, he's good. Yeah, Thomas is good. Again, appreciate you guys, though, for hanging out. And again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. So, yeah, make sure to do that. Make sure to subscribe. It is free. It is free. Liverpool, do they play today? I haven't been keeping up with soccer lately. Is this the Champions League or is it Premier League stuff? I'm actually genuinely curious. Let's see. Bournemouth plays Manchester United tomorrow. Let's go Bournemouth. And let me look up Liverpool. What are they doing? Oh, they play Brighton Tuesday. No. Saturday. Gotcha. Ohio State has a good mix of size and speed. Yeah. No, appreciate you again for tuning in. And, yeah, I would agree with your name and with what I've seen so far. Again, we'll see how it goes, though. Again, it's kind of just, one-game elimination. So, not always, the best team doesn't always win these things. But I don't know. Again, TCU, they look pretty good as well. Again, I think this is a great 9 versus 8 matchup. Truly a 50-50 game. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited to see how this will go. Because I was thinking, yeah, it's going to be a close game. 68-65 type of game. But maybe, probably a little bit more. But it is low scoring so far. Again, just beginning here as TCU with it. 10:50 to go. 14-13 is your score. This is Harding. Bounce pass inside to Punch. Punch puts it up and can't get it. And a rebounded, though, by Edmonds. Edmonds with it. It's being poked away, and it's going to be a jump ball. And it's going to be favoring TCU, so they'll keep it. They already played, though. Gotcha. So it looks like we have another TV timeout. So we come back for one possession of basketball, then we go to commercial break. That is pretty disgusting. That is pretty disgusting, but that seems to be the par for the course with CBS, Fox, NBC. ESPN would have been worse, actually. ESPN, after like 2 minutes, they'd be looking for commercial breaks. So there is that part. So at least it's not on ESPN. ESPN is a joke. But yeah, appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Sorry, wish I could be calling a game right now, but another commercial break. Again, Troy, Nebraska starting in about 5 minutes. So I'll be keeping tabs on that one. And yeah, that should be pretty fun. Again, giving score updates. So whenever there is a commercial break, I can be looking at that one. That'll be pretty good. If you don't watch or know soccer, odds are great always. Oh, okay, interesting. I don't know. Again, I like soccer. I just don't, I don't really bet, so I don't really look at the odds or anything like that. But I haven't watched it in a while. It's been a good bit. I need to watch, but usually I'm on here, so usually I can't. Covering everything but soccer, apparently. But again, I'm going to do the World Cup, but that is ways away. FK's got Troy. Troy over Nebraska. Wow. That would be quite... Wow. That would be the upset. I don't know if I have a 13 over a 4. I think, again, I have some 12s over 5s, but I don't think I have a... Yeah, I don't think I have a 13. Nebraska. I have Nebraska over Troy. I have Alabama over Hofstra, though I'm pulling for Hofstra for sure. Just because I covered them. And then Hawaii, Arkansas, I have Arkansas. So, yeah. I don't know. That's pretty bold. You get a great... Oh, yeah, no. I know the potential's there. But I don't know. I've never called a game, so that's why I need to practice before the World Cup. So, we'll see. You like Troy plus 13? Yeah, to keep it close? Yeah, maybe. How can Troy beat Nebraska? You just never know, man. There have been upsets in March Madness forever. It's just anything could happen on any given day. Maybe, Nebraska woke up and they weren't feeling it. They're like, you know what? We have 0 March Madness wins in our history. Let's keep it that way. I don't know. You just never know. You never know. Cornhuskers never won. Yeah, exactly. History tends to repeat. That's just the way it is. All right, we're back finally. Maybe we'll get a long, stretch of basketball here. But yeah, 14-13 TCU leading Ohio State. Nebraska hasn't proved it before. Yeah, exactly. However, in saying that, I do have Nebraska winning. But all right, looks like we should be working our way back finally. Again, 14-13, TCU leading by 1. But I believe, well, it's going to be with TCU again. They had the jump ball. 10:39 left to go in the first. All right, Harding going to be inbounding it here for TCU. He's trying to find a teammate. Finds one in Pierre. Pierre driving the rim. Hop step. Kicks it out to Harding. Harding for 3. That's too short. Rebounded by Royal. Royal hands it off here to Thornton. Thornton back over to, this is Cups. Cups going to check in for Ohio State. Cups with it, looking around. And, a bad pass, but it finds a teammate in Noel. Noel with it as he finds here Bynum. Bynum kicks it out here to Thornton. Thornton with it. Back to Bynum. Bynum back to Cups. Cups with a deep 3. It's tipped and blocked. Here's Punch. Punched, and a bad pass by Punch as Harding was sprinting for it, but unfortunately, again, the pass was just inaccurate and it falls incomplete. Jamie Dixon, not happy. Not happy. 9:56 left to go in the first. Ohio State with it as this is Cups. Cups over here to Royal. Royal back to Noel. Noel with it beyond the arc as he hands it off here to Thornton. Thornton looking around, finding Bynum. Back to Noel. Noel to Cups. Cups with it. Cups heavily guarded, loses the ball, but it was tipped. He gets it back, finding Royal. Royal for 3. That's going to be in and out, rebounded by Punch, but they're going to call a foul on TCU. Man, that's tough. It's one of the matches could happen. Yep. Trying to find the bracket busters like Penn later. I don't know if Penn could be. Who do they play? By the way, Punch with 2 fouls, so that's not a good sign there for to play Illinois. Wow. Not a good sign, though, for TCU. All right, Ohio State inbounding. Here's Thornton. Thornton with it. Inside 2-point range is Thornton with a long 2. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Harding. Harding now racing down, finding Pierre. Pierre with it beyond the arc, finding Thornton, finding Robinson. As he finds here, this is Edwards. Edwards looking around. Edwards. Bounce pass over there to the corner. Robinson for 3. And he gets it. Nothing really happening for a little bit there, but there you go. 17-13. Again, a football score, folks. All right, here we go. This is Mobley. Mobley driving inside. Bounce pass inside to Tilly. Tilly, it's off his knee. And it's going to be another turnover. I feel like it's feast or famine in Nebraska. It could be first round. They could get their first tourney win. Yeah, deep run. I agree. I actually have them in the round of 16, looking back at my bracket there. So I think they could get a few games. All right, 8:44 and counting. TCU with it. This is Harding at the logo. And he hands it back off, but gets it right back. Harding looking around. Harding. This is Toulson for 3. That's good. 20-13. 8:26 and counting. Thornton with it at the logo. Thornton looking around, finding Mobley. Back to Thornton, back over here to Royal, back over to Mobley. Mobley with it. Inside to Tilly. Tilly to Thornton. Thornton driving in, hands it off to Bynum. Bynum, and it's going to be off of Bynum as it goes out of bounds. And TCU's defense all over Ohio State. Not looking good here for the Buckeyes. Just intimidating defense. They are just all over it, knocking it loose. TJ Power there, 25-point dogs. Wow. All right, 20-13 is your score again. Just over 8 minutes to go here in the first is Harding driving inside. Bounce pass. And it's off of Ohio State. It's going to be with Ohio State. This is Mobley. Mobley in the lane, puts it up and gets the roll around and tip in. It is good. 20-15 is now your score. All right, Harding with it at the logo, trying to find a teammate. Harding to the far side, driving in. Harding kicks it out here to Robinson. Back over to Elavicious. Elavicious to Toulson. Back over here to Edwards. Edwards to Robinson. Robinson spinning around, looking, finding Harding. He stepped back 3. It's in and out. Rebounded by Toulson. Toulson has it. finding Edwards. Back to Harden. Harden driving in. Looking around. Finding Toulson. Kicks it out to Edwards. Edwards for three. That's good. Good ball movement. Oh, my goodness. 23-15 is your score with 7 minutes to play here in the first. All right, this is Thornton. Thornton with it. And again, double teamed. Tilly now with it. Tilly to Mobley. Mobley shoots for three. That's going to be in. And, well, I don't know. Was it a 3 or a 2? Looks like they're going to just say 2. I guess his foot was on the line. As here's Harden. Harden with it. Hands it off here to Lelavicious. Back over to Robinson. Driving inside. Looking around underneath the basket. He puts it up and can't get it. Rebounded by Tilly. Tilly almost falls down, but is able to hand it off to Mobley. 6:30 and counting here in the first. Again, a 6-point game. As here's Mobley. Mobley with it at the logo. On the far side, now driving over here. Now he's going to hand it off to Tilly. Tilly looking around. Spinning in the lane. Kicks it out here to Bynum. Bynum with it. Double teamed once again. Bynum falls down. Loses the ball. They're going to call a foul on Edmonds. And that's going to take us to another commercial break. 23-17. TCU leading Ohio State. There you go. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. In this one, currently, Troy leading 9-6. Obviously, still early. But Troy is indeed leading over Nebraska. 9-6. A field goal game there. No idea where it actually is being played. But anyway. Let's see here. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to sub to the channel if you haven't done so already. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, but anyway, appreciate you guys again. Wow. But, yeah. Again, thank you guys. Feel free again to chat down below. Again, I try to get to the chat as often as I can. That will forever and always be a big part of the channel. And, yeah, again, let me know who you have winning in the poll. Right now, 52% of you guys think that's the same. Or maybe it was at Ohio State earlier. I think it's going back and forth there. 52% of you guys with TCU, 48% with Ohio State. And, of course, again, let me know down below in the comments section who you got personally. Who you got? Again, a pretty solid one here. Looks like during the timeout they added back the point, so it is back to 23-18. Okay, well, wasn't sure what happened there because there was no hand signals. Iron Eagle said 3. The scorekeeper said 2. But it looks like they've added it back, so that is good to know. 23-18, I guess, is your halftime score. Troy still leading 9-6 over there. Not much changing. Again, more games happening, of course, throughout the day. So whenever I'm covering the second game, we'll have more to report on as far as final scores, and then, of course, other games happening. And then, of course, the later game tonight, Texas A&M St. Mary's. Of course, almost everything will have been completed by then, and or just getting underway. So should be fun. Won't be covering, though, the fourth and final window, which will have 4 games. Yeah, won't be doing that. That is for tomorrow. Trying to do 4 games tomorrow. We'll see, though. All right, we're back again. 6:08 left to go. 23-18. They have, again, changed the score. It is official. Ohio State down by 5. Just getting back underway here. Geez, interviewing Jamie Dixon again. Pittsburgh needs to throw him the bag to get him back because, geez, so that is his alma mater, so probably not going to happen. TCU is his alma mater. But, yeah, again, a 5-point game It's going to be Ohio State ball inbounding underneath their own basket. Thornton trying to find a teammate. He does for three. That's going to be short. Rebounded there by Lelavicious. Lelavicious to Pierre. Pierre puts it up, and it's blocked. Goes. Oh, no, he was fouled. He was fouled, and Pierre will have to go to the line for a couple. And Pierre is really good at the line. He converts 83% of his free throws. You pick St. Mary's? I think I did too. I think Michigan is going down today. Really? That would be crazy indeed. There's the first. That one is no good. He misses the first again. Wow. 83% free throw shooter. I guess just kind of nervous, I suppose. I'm not too sure. Pierre averaging about 10 points a game. There's the second. That one is good. 24-18 back to a 6-point game. All right, here's Thornton. 6 minutes to go here in the first. Only TCU player with NCAA experience before. That was at Providence. That's interesting as he hands it inside and lays it in. No problem. Ohio State making it a 4-point game. 24-20. All right, here we go. This is TCU. This is Pierre. Pierre with it on the far side as he hands it off here to Robinson. Robinson looking around. Pierre is for TCU as Lelavicious for a long two. That's good. 26-20. And here comes Ohio State moving quickly. Thornton with it on the far side, kind of slowing it down now. Asking for a teammate, and he does in the form of Bynum. Bynum with it. Bynum there to Mobley. Mobley on the far side. Kicks it out here to Bynum. Bynum spinning around. Puts it up, and oh, man, what a shot. That was really impressive by Bynum. 26-22. 5 minutes to go here in the first. Pierre with it for TCU. Kicks it in here to Lelavicious. Lelavicious is stripped, goes out of bounds. Looking for the foul, but did not get it. He will, of course, retain possession. That was pretty cool on Bynum. Again, a 4-point game. 26-22. 4:53 left to go in the first. Back in action over there, Troy, Nebraska. 9-8 is your score. Again, that'll be interesting. Nebraska looking for their first ever tournament win. They're the 4th seed. They are the heavy favorite against Troy. Of course, that's just getting underway. Is now handed off well. Almost went out of bounds. Saved by Pierre. Pierre with it. Fighting here is, this is Toulson. Toulson back over to Edwards. Edwards with it. He's driving in. Hands it off to Robinson. Robinson going in. Floater. That's going to be good. Rolling around, finally finding the bottom of the basket. 28-22, 4:32 in the first quarter, or pardon me, first half remaining. This is Thornton. Thornton with it at the logo. And he finds Mobley. Mobley with it. Pump fakes. Looking to Thornton. Thornton with it. Driving in is Thornton. Floater is going to be short. Looking for the foul. Couldn't get it. Here is Robinson. Robinson driving in the lane. Turning around. Bounce pass inside here to Edwards. Edwards trying to find a teammate, as he does in the form of Toulson. Toulson to Robinson. Robinson here to Lelavicious. He puts it up. Can't get it. No call. No foul. And now Ohio State's on the ground. Bounce pass to Tilly. Tilly there to Mobley. A lot of contact on that one, but no foul. Tilly spinning around. Puts it in. No problem. It's a 4-point game. 28-24. 3:40 to go in the first. All right, here is Pierre with it on the near side again, going left to right as he finds Edwards. Edwards with it. And looking around, and bounce pass here to Toulson. Tough handle there. Now back to Edwards. Or pardon me, it's Edmonds? It's Edmonds, pardon me. It's Edmonds. I knew that. Robinson for three. That's good. 31-24 is your score. 3:10 and counting in the first. Terrible handwriting I have. Sorry. All right, this is Thornton. Thornton with it on the far side. Bounce pass here to Tilly. Tilly with it. Trying to find a teammate. Finds one in Thornton. Thornton back to Tilly. Inside here to Royal. Back to Bynum. Bynum inside to Thornton. Thornton in the lane. Kicks it out to Tilly. Tilly for three. That's too strong, and rebounded by Toulson. Toulson with it. Hands it off to Pierre. 2:40 and counting here in the first. As he just jacks up a three. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Ohio State. Ohio State now with it. 2:30 in the first. And Mobley looks like he's going to call a timeout with 2:28 to go in the first. All right, again, 31-24 is your score. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out in this one. Right now, Nebraska has taken the lead 12-10 in that one. Nebraska leading there. Man, oh man. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Hopefully, again, you're enjoying the play-by-play. Still waking up, so I do apologize. Getting there. Getting there slowly but surely. But we got a good one, though. 31-24. TCU and Ohio State shooting about 40. TCU 43%, Ohio State 42%. Free throw percentage, bench production. Yeah, look at the bench at halftime. But right now, free throw, Ohio State only 2 for 2 at the line. Haven't really had to do much. And then free throw percentage for TCU is 50%. They're 2 for 4. Ohio State has turned it over 4 times. TCU 2. Rebounds, TCU 17. Ohio State 12. Football score it is. We like football scores. We like football scores over here. We do. Appreciate you, Christopher, for tuning in. Appreciate you, David. Hopefully, again, you're enjoying it. Hopefully, you have a good day at work or working around the house, whatever it is. And we got a long day here. And again, I'll be doing McNeese and Vanderbilt. That one tips off at 3:15 Eastern Time, so in about 3 hours from now, I'll be back for that. And again, make sure to hit the like button, folks. Helps out the channel a lot. To like it up, sub it up. It is free to do so. It is. It is definitely free to do so. Let's see here. Edmonds with 8 points here for TCU. I think he's the leading scorer. Mobley with 7 for Ohio State. Rebounding Punch with 6. Tilly with 4. And then assists. Tilly actually with 5 assists, the big guy. The center with 5 assists. Edmonds with 3. Offensive rebounds, again, TCU has made the most of that. Again, 6 offensive rebounds. Second chance points, 5 apiece. Had some nice plays, though. Look, a good defense. So TCU has had some pretty good defense. They've been locking in. They crash the basketball whenever it's, entering the 2-point area. We're back. This is Chapman. Chapman with it for Ohio State. 2:20 and going. Oh, a turnover taken by Edmonds. And he slams it with authority. 33-24. Can't do that. Can't do that. 33-24 is your score. This is Thornton. Thornton loses the ball, but it gets it right back, and he falls down. They're going to call a foul on Pierre. Pierre can't believe it. Pierre didn't like it. They were looking for a backcourt. Man. Again, 33-24, 1:59 to go here in the first. Ohio State with the ball. Troy leading, by the way, 13-12 over Nebraska with 11:33 to go in the first. As Thornton's going to be inbounding it, and he finds one in Tilly. Tilly over there to Royal. Royal with it at the logo. As he's going to the far side, finding Tilly. Tilly with it underneath. Tilly, double team. Tilly trying to find a teammate. He's in the lane. Hands it off, and now it goes out of bounds on Royal. Royal can't believe it. Tilly looking for another assist. Commentators saying he's got to shoot it. 6 turnovers for Ohio State. They average 10 per game. So that's trending in the wrong direction for them. Again, 33-24. As here's Harding. Harding over here to Pierre. Pierre with it on the far side. Back to Harding. Harding with it on the near side. Kicks it out to Robinson. Robinson for 3. That's good. And it's a 12-point game. 36-24. TCU leading the Buckeyes. All right, here's Mobley. 1:15 left to go here in the first half. Mobley's got to get something going here for Ohio State, finding Royal. Back to Mobley. Mobley for the deep 3. That is in and out. Last touched by TCU. As again, it goes out of bounds. 1:04 left to go in the first. Ohio State desperately needs something here to keep this manageable. 1:04 left to go. Thornton going to be inbounding here on the near side. Again, underneath his own basket, trying to find a teammates. Thornton finding one to Mobley. Mobley for 3. That's going to be short. Rebounded by Robinson. Robinson with it. Bounce pass here to Harding. Harding with it at the logo. 55 seconds left to go in the first as Harding trying to find a teammate again. Finds one in Robinson. Robinson trying to clear it all out. Slowly working his way in. Robinson. Pump fakes. Kicks it out here to Pierre. 10 left to shoot. Finding Edmonds. Edmonds in the lane. Kicks it out here to Toulson. Back to Pierre. Back to Harding for 3. That's good. Oh, 39-24. It's a 15-point game. 30 seconds to go in the first. 15-point game. This game kind of broke out of nowhere. All right, Thornton with it. 20 seconds. No shot clock. It's been turned off. 11-0 run the last 3 minutes. Ohio State can't buy a basket. Heavily covered. Thornton with it in the lane. Turning around. Loses the ball. It's on the ground. They got to pick it up. Ohio State finding Bynum. Bynum can't get the shot off. And that is how this first half will end. 39-24. TCU just all over Ohio State. They're just smothering the Buckeyes. Hard defense, good defense by TCU has made the difference in this one. I mean, unbelievable. In other scores, right now Troy leading 14-12 over Nebraska. Again, 10:34 left to go. Again, an 11-0 run to end the half. I mean, that is just unbelievable. TCU just breaking through from the scoring drought. Again, kind of a low-scoring game, but they really turned it up there. And again, good defense by TCU to hold Ohio State to 24 points. And, of course, just cause a lot of turnovers. Couldn't even get the shot off at the end. Edmonds with 10 points for TCU. Punch with 3. Robinson with 13. Pierre with 1. Harding with 8 points. Lelavicius with 4 points. All right, Ohio State here. This is Bynum. Bynum with 6 points. Royal with 4. Tilly with 4. Thornton with 5. Mobley with 5. Again, TCU shooting 47% from the field. Ohio State at 36%. Ohio State only 18% from beyond the arc. That is not good. TCU, by the way, 54%. They're 7 for 13. Ohio State 2 for 11. At the free throw line, not really a factor right now. It will be probably later. But TCU 50%, 2 for 4. Ohio State 100%, but only 2 shots. Rebounding is in the favor of TCU, 19-15. Assist about the same, 8-7. Ohio State leading. Turnovers 6 by Ohio State, 2 by TCU. And TCU with 4 steals to 1 for Ohio State. Blocks TCU with 3. Ohio State with 1. So yeah, it does feel like. It just feels like TCU, they want it more right now. They want it more, but again, still plenty of time left to go. 24 points at halftime, not going to get it done. It's not. So they got to hope that they can lock in and play some defense in the second half. Jamie Dixon has experience. Oh yeah, Jamie Dixon is a legend. He really is. He really is. He is again, miss him there at Pitt because Pitt has done nothing since he's left. Like, I'm not even kidding. They have, I don't think they've won a tournament game since then. since he's left. Nebraska now taking the lead 18-15. Again, 9:35 left to go in the first. Again, we'll be keeping eyes on that as throughout the process. In about 25 more minutes, we'll have another game tip-off. That's going to be Louisville and South Florida. So that one should be interesting. Louisville and South Florida going on. How's it going, Matthew? Appreciate you for tuning in. OSU needs to attack the basket. They do. Lots of time. Ohio is good enough too. They are, for sure. And I'm not counting them out by any means. But definitely, as far as the energy, TCU has more energy right now. They are playing very tough defense. They really are. It's really impressive what they are doing at the moment. They're just smothering again. Man, oh man, that is crazy. Jaguar Gator providing all the scores at the same time. That is amazing stuff. That is amazing. Jeez. I can't do that. 20's your next game. Going to be right after this one. Vanderbilt, Tennessee. Vanderbilt and McNeese. Pardon me, not Tennessee. CeeLo's, Tennessee. I'll be doing Vanderbilt, McNeese, and then later tonight we'll be coming back for Texas A&M, St. Mary's. Kind of a more chill day. Going to have about 30 minutes to about an hour in between the games for me. And then tomorrow's going to be the busy one. I'm going to be doing 4 games. So all 4 windows I'll be on here. So that will be the busy day tomorrow. So we'll be doing a lot of stuff. Streams already made. Afroman won in courts. I have no idea what you're talking about, DJ, but appreciate you for tuning in. Did Jeff Cabell get fired? He did not. He's still there. He is still there. He's just not it. He is not it by any means. And appreciate you guys for tuning in again. We're at halftime right now, just kind of hanging out. Feel free to, of course, chat down below. Again, I try to get to the comment section as often as I can. A little harder to do in basketball, but of course, halftime and commercial breaks, that's where I take advantage. Do 2 games at once. I think JJ9 is not quite there yet. Not quite there. I can do that for football. I mean, I can easily do it for football. I've done it before. But I can't do it for basketball. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not as knowledgeable in basketball. I'm not going to ever pretend to be. I'm never going to pretend to be. But football, I've done it before plenty of times. So I am not going to do something I just know I would probably epically fail at. But again, Nebraska leading 18-15 over Troy. Adams County Sheriff's Department illegally raided Adrian's. I don't even know what all that is about. I guess you guys know more about the news. I've been kind of staying out of. I don't know what this is, honestly. But I haven't watched any of my political stuff in like 3 days. I need to get back, I guess, and watch it. But I've been busy. But if it's not political, then I have no idea. Let's see. Arizona guard Bryce James will forego the NCAA tournament to prepare for the 2026 NBA draft. What the heck? The freshman guard averages 0.0 points per game and is currently mocked to the Lakers in the second round. This guy! What in the world is our society? Anyway, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all that. Way to make it pay damage. That's weird. I've never even heard of him. I don't even know who that guy is. Afro Man. I've never heard of him in my life. Yeah, I've never even heard of this guy. Well, that's interesting, I guess. I don't know. InfoWars. Yeah, I mean, I'm very familiar with Alex Jones. Yeah. See, Senator Palpatine, little known senator from Naboo, funded terrorists to attack the planet. Yeah, that guy. he's quite the character. He's funny. He's a funny guy. Yeah, I have no idea. That's all right. You guys talk about all that. Again, TCU currently in the poll, leading 55% to 45% to Ohio State. And again, of course, the score, as you can see, 39-24. Right now, Nebraska leading 23-17. Nebraska kind of pulling away a little bit. Again, still early, because Troy, of course, was winning early. That was kind of a shock. But again, still early in that one. Again, how you guys doing on your brackets? So, I mean, obviously, like, do you feel confident in your brackets? We just started. Do you feel confident going into today? Right now, if the results hold, I'm good. Obviously, I have TCU, and then I have Nebraska, so we're good. Star Wars is real. Yeah, maybe. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. It was. It was indeed. It was real. I don't know why. Then there's a lot of Alex Jones clips that just come to mind. I'm just like, man, it's memeable. It's so good. He is definitely entertaining. Horned Frog versus Buckeyes, a terrible mascot battle. Yeah, maybe. Perhaps. Winner of this game will most likely play Duke, barring an upset. So that would be a tough matchup. That would be a tough one for the winner. But hey, man, if TCU can play good defense, maybe. Ohio State, again, they haven't really shown up yet. They haven't shown up. Michigan will win it all. That's who I have winning it all. But I feel like more people have, than I've, on here, than I've interacted with, have Michigan winning. So that's given me a lot of concern now. Because when the majority is picking somebody, that usually means they're not going to make it far at all. They're going to lose pretty early. So now I'm a little concerned. UConn or Gonzaga? I don't know. Who do I have over there? Is that in the top part? Well, Gonzaga I have out. I have them out, I think, in the... Looks like I have them losing to Arizona. Where's UConn at? Am I missing UConn here? Am I just blind? Yeah, I don't know even where UConn is at. Where are they at? UConn. Am I blind? Am I seriously blind? Am I going blind? Oh, they're on the other side. UConn, I have them losing to Michigan State. Let's see. How's it going, CeeLo? Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, I know the bots. I know it's tough right now. It is tough, but hopefully it all works out for us in the end. But, yeah. Maybe I need to have an account set up in the Middle East and then have them show games. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. Arkansas champs. We'll see. Duke gonna smoke either one of these teams? Possibly. It's very likely. Yeah, Michigan winning. Yeah, a lot of people see it's the thing. A lot of people have Michigan winning now. It's like, I don't know now. Now I've lost a lot of faith. Now. Arizona versus Michigan in the Final Four. Gotcha. Arizona going all the way. Nice commentary, making bacon and hopefully some money. Nice. I don't know if you're talking to me as far as money part. I mean, yeah, it depends. Football is where, I get more viewers, so the ad revenue, is a little more generous. But this, we'll see. Danny. Appreciate you, though, Danny, for tuning in. Appreciate you for the kind words. And again, feel free to chat down below. Again, we're in halftime, so I'm just kind of hanging out. It turns into more of a Q&A or just a, just a random, like just chatting session, really. Right now, Nebraska has extended their lead 27-19 over Troy. So there is that. Don't sleep on Gonzaga. I won't. I won't. I mean, I already made my bracket pick, so I'm hoping that whatever I picked is correct. You got Michigan Duke in the national championship. I can't remember. So I actually have kind of a wild thing happening in the East. And I kind of am embarrassed to reveal it. But I also am very confident that it could happen. It could happen. Maybe I should say it will happen. But so let's just say I don't have. Let's say I don't have Duke coming out of the East. I don't have UConn coming out of the East. I'll just leave it at that. So I don't have the top 2 seeds coming out of the East. And yeah, I know it's bold. Gonzaga, Purdue, who do you like? Who do I have there? Gonzaga. I have Gonzaga over Purdue. And it's a shame because I've covered Purdue plenty of times, but they haven't looked good when I've covered them. When I've played against really good teams, Purdue has been the loser. So just based on that, I went with Gonzaga. But you're good. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Anyone got to play on the second half? I'm sure plenty of people do. Plenty of people do. You should sing karaoke for Super Chats. Like the other guy, JG. Yeah, I mean, I think you'd say his name. I mean, we're on good terms. I'm really happy to be on good terms with JG9. He's the inspiration of the channel. Probably not going to do karaoke, but we'll figure it out. Over or under. Gonzaga will not beat Purdue. You're high. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Pavel. We'll find out. We'll find out, man. A lot of upsets. You're acting like an upset has never happened. Let me guess. You had Miami of Ohio losing to SMU last night. If I had to guess. I don't know. Just based on that attitude, you have to have had. No, man, dude. I believe him the whole time. Okay. Funny not having the top 2. I know, but I just, for some reason, I have really bought into this one team that I do. And we'll see. We'll see. It's a risk. It's a risk. You got to have some risks. But last year, all the ones made it to the Final Four. I'm just thinking, well, that's probably not going to happen again. There's no way. Anyone can beat anyone. Yeah, exactly. Not last year, but yeah, exactly. You bet first half unders in all the games today. Wow. Well, I don't know. What was the first half under then for this one? Because Ohio State did not put up many points. I bet the first half unders in all the... Oh, I already read that. You took Miami plus 6.5. All right, well, that's, I guess, something. You didn't think Miami had a chance to win. I was too scared to make the money line. Oh, no. I thought they were going to win, man. I did. Again, Pavel, just, upsets happen. That's the thing. I just don't like dismissing, like, all right, if you have Florida take it on, I don't know, Penn State was 12-20, then all right, yeah, that's perfectly fine. But in March Madness, anyone can beat anyone. It's, you never know. Like, a player can wake up not feeling great, If you've ever competed in sports, you'll know that you can't give 100% all the time. You have bad games. You have bad matches. And that's usually how upsets can go. Somebody's hungrier. Someone woke up, is playing 100%. Some guy woke up and did not. He's not waking up 100%. He's not feeling great. And that's how the upsets can happen, man. You're just off. People can have off days. And, of course, yeah, Purdue and Gonzaga, it's like a 50-50 call, really. I mean, I think they're about a 2 and a 3. Is that a 2 and a 3? Yeah, it's a 2 and a 3. I mean, it's like a 9 and an 8. It's a 50-50 flip of the coin. Same thing with a 2 and a 3. Flip of the coin. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't dismiss a 3 seed. Oh, yeah, the 3 seed has no chance against the 2. But I will say that this 9 seed has a chance against the 8. What's the difference? I don't really know. Okay. Let's see. Picked Prairie View in Miami, Ohio in this chat yesterday. You did? Good stuff. Good stuff. I was leaning Lehigh and Miami of Ohio, but Prairie View played really well. Prairie View kicked butt. They really made Lehigh look silly. I just don't see where Gonzaga is better anywhere, even losses alone. Gonzaga. So that the losses part, again, the wins and losses, that's the Miami of Ohio type of thing. That's that logic. Don't look at the schedules, man. Just, again, just go with your gut. That's the type of stuff where everyone just dismisses, the mid-majors. And, again, Gonzaga's made runs before. I'm not saying they're going to win it all, but I don't know. Purdue hasn't performed. I don't know. I don't even know if Purdue beat anybody that great, because the games I covered with Purdue, they were losing. They just kept losing them. Let's see. I'm actually curious here. So they actually did beat Michigan, but in the regular season they did not. They beat Nebraska. They lost to Michigan State. So the games I covered to them were Michigan and Michigan State, and they just did not look all that great against Michigan. Michigan State, that was a good game. Michigan State, though, ended up winning. Lost to Illinois. They beat Auburn, but Auburn ended up being garbage. Lost to Iowa State. They did beat Texas Tech. So, I guess they have, but that was earlier in the season. And I guess their most recent one, is really good. But I don't know. Watching them play, it felt like they were clear. There's the really good teams. They're below that. That's where I had them. So, and it's a flip of the coin with Gonzaga and Purdue. And I just flipped the coin and it went with Gonzaga. But we'll see. Maybe you're all right. Maybe it's 80-50. But if it's 77-76 and then you're like, oh, see what I told. Okay, all right. Yeah, you really showed me. 1-point game. Team that no chance. 1-1. Congrats. You have Penn upsetting Illinois. Yeah, see, that's now the second person that said that. Now I'm thinking it's not going to happen. When everyone's going with the upset, then it's not going to happen now. Illinois, not a good free throw shooting team. Iowa State isn't good either at the free throw line. Purdue just won the big. Apparently they did. I didn't even know that, to be honest with you. So they went on the run. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Purdue got out to a fast start, then slipped a bit, but won the Big Ten tournament. Yeah, apparently they did. Maybe they are coming in hot. Maybe they are. Nebraska, by the way, Nebraska's leading 32-21 over Troy, so Nebraska has taken control of the game for now. We'll see if Troy can do some damage. And South Florida, Louisville, about to tip off in a few minutes. So, again, we'll have more scores while we go to commercial breaks. That'll be always good. Gonzaga is out of Spokane, Washington. Yeah, I know they were in the Northwest somewhere. I just wasn't sure where. Go Big Red. Appreciate you, Crave, for tuning back in. I do remember you. I do remember your name. Crave Dog. I don't remember when you joined, but I remember the name. Let's see. Okay, now saying, come on. Wanted OSU to win this one for my bracket. Not looking good. Not looking too hot. Well, yeah, again, it's a 50-50 game, and right now TCU, though, making it look pretty good. They have played really well. Thornton, the leading scorer throughout the season for Ohio State, averaging 20 points a game, only with five in this one. So not looking ideal. But looks like we are working our way back. So we are back and ready to go. Again, 39-24 is your score. Let me go ahead and get that going. So I'm going to make this closer, guys. What are we thinking? I think they can. I think they can for sure. I think the first few possessions will tell us they came out with a good energy. If they don't, then it's over. Apparently, when Punch got fouled and went to the bench, that's when TCU started doing well. That's interesting. All right, here we go. Ohio State with it. As this is Mobley going left to right. Finding here is Royal. Royal over to Tilly. Tilly to Mobley. Mobley lays it in, no problem. 39-26 now is your score. 1942 and counting in the first. This is Robinson. Robinson for TCU. Back over to Harding. Harding over there to Punch. Punch finding Robinson. Robinson driving the lane, and it's stripped. Goes out of bounds off of TCU. And it's going to be Ohio State ball. So, yeah, Punch comes in, and now TCU can't find anything. Interesting. Let's see. Nebraska's 0 for 8. 0 and 8 in the NCAA tournament. They are looking to make history, as this is Thornton. Thornton looking for Bynum. He finds Bynum. Back to Tilley. Tilley with it. Tilley beyond the arc. Driving in the lane. He puts it up off the glass. Gets the basket. And it's an 11-point game. Ohio State looking much better here to begin the second half. 19:08 left to go in the second. Here we go. This is Harding. Harding with it. Finding Punch. Hands it off to Harding. Harding with it. He's driving inside. Finding Robinson. Robinson with it. As he's looking around at the logo. This is Pierre. Pierre kicks it out here to Punch. Spinning around. He, strips the ball, but now it's back with TCU. Harding with it. Bounce pass here to Edmonds. Floater is going to be too strong. Edmonds gets the rebound. Can't get it. Punch, though, back with it. Punch to Robinson. Robinson for 3. That's too strong. And it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Tilley, or maybe that was a foul. No, it was going to be a... It was off TCU. Okay. Been a few times. Couple NFL games. Couple baseball. Appreciate your content, even if I don't say the entire time. Try to join the stream every time I see you. Oh, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Grave. You're a legend, man. You are a legend. All right, here we go. This is Ohio State. Do they take down the streams? Yeah, that's bound to happen. I mean, did you see any college football playoff on YouTube? You did not, so I assume the same thing. All right, Punch with the rebound here, again up by 11. This is Harding. Harding with it to Pierre. Pierre inside to Edmonds, kicking out to Harding. Harding driving in, looking around. Back over there to Punch. Punch puts it up, and it's an air ball. Edmonds now with it, kicks it into Robinson. He misses. Now it's going to be with Ohio State. Ohio State with it on the far side. Finding Thornton. Thornton over there lays it in. Underneath, puts it up. Can't get it. That was a flat-out brick. All right, this is Harding. Harding with it. Harding on the far side. Driving inside. Looking for contact in the lane. Kicks it out here to Punch. Punch with 3. That's going to be too strong. Rebounded by Harding. Harding with it. He thought about the 3, though. He's going to slow it down to Pierre. Pierre with it. Driving inside. Puts it up. It's blocked. Blocked there by Ohio State. All right, here's Thornton. Thornton with it beyond the arc. Looking around. Trying to find someone. Finds one and Bynum for 3. That's too strong. Rebounded by Punch. No one can make a shot. Oh, geez. It's like a bunch of me's out there. All right, here's Harding driving inside. Looking around. Bounce past the Punch. Floaters. Good. And that we desperately needed. Oh, my gosh. No one can make a shot for like 2 minutes. 41-28. Have you seen Dr. Lay play basketball? Well, if you just watched the last 2 minutes, there you go. That is pretty much it. And it looks like there's going to be a foul on Robinson, as the ball will stay with Ohio State. Good morning. How's it going, Brandon? Good to see you. You don't have to apologize for saying good afternoon or good morning. Yeah, no, say what you want. Do you want for opening day? I do want opening day. I don't know what you mean. Tossing bricks. Yeah, DJ, that was not good basketball. That was pretty bad. All right, again, Ohio State with a strong start to start the first minute of the second half, but since then they have done nothing. 16:47 left to go here in the second half as Thornton with the 3. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Punch. Punch now with it for TCU. Finding Harding. Harding driving inside. Kicks it out to Robinson. Robinson in the lane. Floats it over here to Lelavicious. Lelavicious to Punch. Back to Punch. Robinson. Robinson now with it in the lane. Kicks it out to Lelavicious. Lelavicious. Bounce pass to Punch. 10 to shoot. Punch. Finding Robinson, but it goes out of bounds off his hands, and it's going to be with Ohio State. Prediction, NE18. NE18? Nebraska 1-8? Or are you saying Nebraska wins by 1 or 8 or 1 through 8? No, I'm not too sure. Appreciate you, though, again, for tuning in, though. Yeah. All right, Mobley with it at the logo, finding Bynum. Bynum with it on the far side, trying to find a teammate. Tilly sets the pick as it's finding Royal. Royal loses the ball, goes out of bounds. That it was touched by Punch, who punched it out. Looks like we're going to a commercial break. Thank goodness. Again, just not good basketball to start this second half. 15:56 left to go. TCU 41, Ohio State 28. Oh, Punch poked his eye, apparently. That's not good. All right, let's see what's going on in the other scores right now. Again, Louisville, South Florida, about to start. Apparently, they have yet to start. But Nebraska, they lead 41-23 at the half. So they are kind of pulling away. So the Troy early start, the early good start by Troy, they could not play 20 minutes of that as, again, Nebraska pulling away and up by 18. And, of course, this one, 41-28, is your score. But, again, we are at commercial break. So, again, thank you guys for tuning in for this one. Let's see here. Trying to see some things. What helps Nebraska is a better seeding to go against the largest competition. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, no, I mean, they should win. I mean, if they don't win, they don't win, but yeah, they should win, though, for sure. I would say so. But again, let's look at the stats here, team stats. TCU shooting 40% from the field. Ohio State only 35. They're 12 from 34 from the field. What's worse, what makes it a little bit worse is that they're trying a lot of threes and not really making them. They're 2 for 13 beyond the arc, only shooting 15%. TCU 47%. That is quite the difference. And of course, Ohio State was 6 first half turnovers. TCU 4 turnovers. I think they only had 3 at the half. Maybe I could be wrong on that, But yeah, and of course rebounds. That's a big deal. TCU with 27 rebounds. Ohio State with 17. Not looking ideal if you're a Buckeye fan. But hopefully you guys, again, filled out your brackets. Again, we can compare ours. Again, if you're in the Doctrine LA group, then you're fine. You can already see. But again, throughout the day, I'll be having my bracket showing. Might as well, I guess, look at it now since we got time. Again, I have TCU winning. I did pick Louisville over South Florida. And then I did have Nebraska over Troy. I did have McNeese over Vanderbilt, but we'll see. Again, covering that game too. That'll be pretty fun. That'll be pretty fun. All right, we are back again. 41-28, 13-point game. Ohio State with the ball. Bounce pass in here to Bynum. Bynum looking around, and he hands it off to Royal. Royal with it. And a long two. That's going to be short and rebounded there by TCU. Again, they need points. They need to stop here. Don't want to get this game out of hand as here's Toulson. Toulson with a 15-40 left to go in the first. This is Punch. Punch with it. Looking around and hands it off to Harding. Harding beyond the arc, driving in, looking. Bounce pass to Punch. Punch with it. He's turning, looking underneath the basket. Puts it up. It's blocked. Blocked by Ohio State. All right, here we go. Kicks it in here to Royal. Slams it in. 41-30 is your score. 11-point game, 15-10 to go as Robinson driving in, puts it up, and can't get it. He was fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Let's see here. TCU is looking like a great first leg on a few parlays got laying out there. Why'd you choose Louisville over USF? Just because? I don't know. Just because. Just felt like they were going to win. I don't know. That's why. Why did you pick USF over Louisville, if I may ask? I like the 12 versus 5 much better than the 6 versus 11. For sure, as that's going to be made. He makes the first 42-30. This is Robinson at the line. He's a 76% free throw shooter. So not too bad at the line. We'll make 3 of 4. Robinson looking to make his second. And that one is good. 43-30 back to a 13-point game. Decent value first game of the day, yeah. Looking good. Appreciate you, Orville, for tuning in. I know you're at work, so yeah, no, I totally understand. But thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah. Again, Gonzaga, they play tomorrow, I think. I don't recall, actually. I think they play tomorrow. 15 minutes left to go here in the second half. This is Royal. Royal hands it off to Mobley here for Ohio State. Mobley with it beyond the arc. Floats it to Tilly. Tilly in the lane. Kicks it out to a crowd member. An audience member. A guy just spectating. He is not playing. So another turnover for Ohio State. Tilly again looking for the pass. The commentators kind of ripping him for not being selfish. As here's Pierre. Pierre hands it off to Edmonds for 3. That's short. And it'll bounce out of bounds. Again, 14:38 left to go in this one. As TCU again up by 13. 14:33 and counting. Here comes the Buckeyes. Here's Thornton. Thornton looking around. Bounce pass inside here to Bynum. Bynum with it. Finding Mobley. Mobley deep 3. That's good. Good shots from way downtown. 43-33, 14-17 and counting. Here's Pierre. Pierre with it at the logo. He's going to the far side. Bounce pass here to Punch. And looks like there's going to be a TCU timeout. Jamie Dixon not liking something, so yeah, he's just going to go ahead and talk it over with his Horned Frogs again. Up by 10, 14-10 to go is TCU. Looks like it's been a good game. It's had its good moments. It's also had its bad moments for sure, like the beginning of the second half. But yeah. Gonzaga play Kennesaw. Oh, they play tonight. Gotcha. Where's Kennesaw? I have no idea. I know it's like the southeastern United States. I genuinely don't know. I only know that because, well, actually, I don't know that. Let me look. Kennesaw State. Where are they at? Cobb County, Georgia. It's a suburb of Atlanta. Let's see. Atlanta, Georgia suburbs just north of Atlanta. Yeah. Amazing they can make the March Madness start. Oh, yeah. Hey, man. You never know how it can go in those conference tournaments. And appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, Nebraska leading Troy at the half, 41-25. Louisville and South Florida, 7-7. So that one, again, just getting underway, both with a pair of touchdowns there. Pair of touchdowns in that game. That's always good. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in for this one. Again, if you do like what you listen to, make sure again to leave a like and, of course, subscribe. It is free. It is free as can be. And, of course, if you are an NFL fan, that is really where the channel has its success. Again, you might see the Steeler stuff behind me. Of course, I am a Steeler fan, big Steeler fan, always will be a Steeler fan. Always will be a fan of the 6-time Super Bowl champion Steelers. Yes, I'm trying to sound as arrogant as possible. However, in saying that, I want to make it clear that it's not just a Steeler channel. We do cover other games. In fact, we cover 3 games every Sunday. So, obviously, the Steelers don't play every single game that Sunday. So, yeah, they play one game. Then there's 2 other games that are, of course, random. Again, I covered every single team last year at least once. Going to be trying to do that again this year. And it makes it easier, of course, if everybody's on a primetime game, which every team should be, but for some reason the Titans were. But we did find a Titans game. We made sure it was possible. But anyway, yeah, appreciate you guys again for listening in. Again, if you're an NFL fan, make sure to subscribe. That is where this channel is at its best. It really is. It's not even close. Like, there's such a huge gap between football and then everything else. Don't believe me? Well, you can look at my lives. Look at my past lives and look. Look there. They walked into the university life. Wow. Kennesaw make the tournament recruit? No, I don't know. I have no idea the genetic or the makeup of the team, the genetic makeup, the racial makeup of any of the teams. Again, it's a 10-point game. Siena going to be watching this game. Apparently, they're watching this game just chilling on the sideline. As here is TCU. This is Pierre. Pierre looking around. Oh, and the ball's loose, but it does find Horned Frog. As here's Toulson. Toulson puts it up, and it's stripped. Jamie Dixon looking for the foul, but there's no foul indeed. As here's Ohio State. Thornton with it beyond the arc. Looking around, finding Mobley. Jab step, cutting inside. Floater is going to be too strong. Rebounded, though, by Royal. Kicks it out here to Bynum. Back to Thornton. Mobley for three. That's good. 43-36. 13:30 left to go in the second half. Here is Edmonds. Hands it off to Pierre. Pierre driving inside, looking floater. It's going to be short. Rebounded by Ohio State. Again, it's only a 7-point game. They have the ball. Could be very interesting. Here is Thornton. Floats it to Tilly. Tilly puts it up. Can't get it. He is fouled. And Tilly will go to the line for a couple. He's a 73% free throw shooter. Good luck to him. Oh, yeah, for sure. Kennesaw could be a Cinderella. They just got the D1 own. Yep. Yeah, they did just last year. Let's see here. Again, commercial breaks elsewhere, so can't provide you a scoring update there, as Tilly does make the first. 43-37. Kennesaw State playing Gonzaga. Man, that is going to be tough. That's a tough one. Tilly with 7 points. Looking to make it 8. Tilly releases. That one is good. It's 5-point game. Definitely anybody's game here. 13-10 and counting. This crowd getting a little bit louder. Might be a pro Ohio State crowd. As again, this is Harding. Harding to punch with it. Looking for a teammate. Finds one. Lela Vicious for 3. That's in and out. It's rebounded by Ohio State. Here's Mobley. Mobley with it on the near side. Driving in the lane. Looking, spinning, turning. Bounce pass inside. Floater. That's going to be... Oh, it rolls in. I thought it'd be too strong. No, it was perfect. 43-40. It's a 3-point game. Here's Punch. Punch looking around. Kicks out to Robinson for 3. That's short. Wide open 3. Couldn't get it. Jamie Dixon yelling at the referee. Looking for a foul. Couldn't get one. That's a deep 3. That is short. Rebounded by Harding. As Harding looking to silence this team. Harding with it. Driving in the lane. Looking around for a teammate. Spinning around. Finding Pierre. Pierre with it beyond the arc. At the logo. Going to the far side. Hands it off to Lela Vicious. Back to Punch. Punch looking around. He's driving the lane. Kicks it out here. Lela Vicious. Back to Pierre. Pierre. At the top of the arc for 3. That's good. They desperately needed that because Ohio State, they were inching their way back, but they put it back to a 6-point game. They can do what Gonzaga did, what Gonzaga started back in the 90s, maybe. The Cinderella archetype in relation to basketball was invented by Gonzaga. Oh, wow, that'd be cool. Brutus going nuts. He may be. Again, 6-point game. We'll see. Comeback run, possibly. Let's see what's going on elsewhere. Louisville leading 10-7 over South Florida. That is all that's really happening. Again, Nebraska leading at the half, 41-25. Should have a ticker also, again, at the top right corner. It should provide you with what's going on across the country. How's it going, Arizona? Good to see you. Appreciate you for tuning in. I know you're excited for Arizona. Trying to get you an Arizona game. I will. They make it deep for sure. Let's see here. Trying to see if I have all the sports scores on the ticker. I should. Now, do I have to refresh here? I probably do. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's always annoying. Gotta refresh. Hockey, good. Let's look at basketball. Basketball's good, yeah. Okay, have them all selected. Probably didn't have Little Rock selected. No, I did have Little Rock selected. They just have a terrible logo. I don't think Little Rock's playing, so it doesn't matter. All right, looks like we're working our way back. No, we're not actually. I thought we are. I got bamboozled by the commercial. All right, Cal Baptist just made it to the jump to the D1 and faced Kansas. Wow. Usually Utah State versus Arizona if that happens because the game I cannot choose. Grew up a Wildcat and got interest going to Utah State. Oh, really? Interesting. Noted. I'll keep that in mind. Again, that's happening Utah State and Villanova tomorrow. And I will be covering that one. Utah State. They look pretty good. Let's just say that. They look pretty good. And I do have Utah State selected to win that one. Louisville up 14-7 over South Florida. And again, the other game that's happening right now is Nebraska and Troy, 41-25. Again, still at the half. Still chill. I guess the half times for college are a little bit longer because that's kind of a bummer. I can feel it. Offensive rebounds for Ohio State will make the difference potentially. Potentially so. Nova versus Utah State is a tough game to pick. It is. It really is. Again, you got the traditional, power, basketball power of Villanova, but Utah State is a really good team. And, again, I did select Utah State. I think they can win a game. I think they can beat Villanova. That's a tough one for Villanova. I'm surprised. Surprised Utah State's the 9, to be honest with you. All right, we are back again. 46-40. As I believe, again, Tilly should be at the line. We'll see. Again, unsure what's... No, he's not. So they're just going to be inbounding it. My bad. My bad here. All right, Thornton with it as he's driving inside, looking around. And bounce pass here to Mobley. Mobley with it beyond the arc. Trying to find a teammate, finding Tilly. Tilly back to Thornton. Thornton pump fakes. Long two, no, kicks it out. Mobley for 3. That's going to be just short. Rebounded by Lelavicious. Lelavicious to Pierre. Pierre with it, 11-19 and counting. Pierre way beyond the arc, just chilling. Now he's going to make his way inside. Finding a teammate in Robinson. Robinson beyond the arc, back to Pierre, back to Harding. Harding with it. Harding going to the far side. Looking for a teammate. Finding Lelavicious. 8 to shoot. Robinson with it. Driving inside. Oh, loses the ball. Now Punch has it. Puts it up and gets the basket and the foul. And Punch will go to the line to complete the 3-point play. No versus Utah. Yeah, it's a tough game. Yeah, I think Kansas better watch out and come to play if they aren't careful. Let's see. Who's Kansas playing first round? California Baptist. All right, here's Punch again with the 3-point play, and it's good. It is 49-40. 10:53 and counting here in the second half. Again, Ohio State's down by 9. That has been the case for the most part of this second half. Tilly looking around. Trying to find a teammate. Finds one in Mobley. Mobley with it beyond the arc. Mobley. Bounce pass to Thornton. Thornton at the logo. Driving in. Floats it to Bynum. Bynum underneath. Kicks it out. No, Tilly with it. Tilly loses the ball and it's taken away by TCU. Pierre now with it. Moving fast. Slowing it down. Back to Pierre. Pierre driving inside. Looking around. Kicks it out to Harding. Harding with it. Harding beyond the arc, driving in, underneath the basket, puts it up, and can't get it. Rebounded by Tilly, who hands it off to Mobley. Mobley On the far side again, going left to right. Mobley, double teamed. Trying to find a teammate, and it's knocked away by Harding. Goes out of bounds. Will remain with Ohio State. Again, TCU's defense, they are just surrounding the ball. I mean, they do a good job of putting pressure. They put a lot of pressure. You can see Jamie Dixon, he's just yelling and just screaming. All right, here we go. This is Tilly. Tilly with it at the top of the arc. Driving in, spinning it around, puts it up, and gets the basket. No foul, but he will definitely take the 2 points. All right, this is Harding. Harding with it at the logo. And driving to the near side in the lane. Spinning around, turning around, finding Lella Vicious. He's driving inside. Puts it off the glass. Too strong. Rebounded there by Ohio State. This is Bynum. Bynum there to Mobley. Mobley inside in the lane. Floater is good. And it's a 5-point game. 49-44 with 9:16 to play. Looks like the ESPN website has crashed. It's not really crashed, but it's being stupid. Looks like there's a little bit of a break here. Some subs happening. .916 and counting. Again, Mobley with 10 points in the second half. He's come alive here. Only 5 in the first. Seeing a little bit more scoring with Ohio State here. Oh, loses the ball. He's got it across. He does. Wow. And they're saying that it was a back or the 10 seconds. Wow, that's interesting. Jamie Dixon not liking it, calling a 10-second violation. Again, there was good defense. Oh, man, that is tough. 9:05 left to go here in the second. It's going to be Ohio State ball. Jamie Dixon, I guess, has accepted what is going to happen. All right, this is Bynum. Bynum over there to, let's see, we have some subs here for Ohio State. This is Cups. Cups back to Mobley. Mobley with it at the logo. Coming to the near side. Looking around. Kicks it out to Cups. Cups for 3. That's good. It's a 2-point game. Private message on Twitter. If you have a Twitter, I have a Twitter. You can DM me there. That's fine. And it looks like there is going to be a timeout. TCU. 49-47. It's a 2-point game. This one getting pretty good. Oh, man. Ohio State has made it a game. Cups wide open 3. Bringing it within 2. All right, let's see what we got here. Again, across the nation. Louisville 19, South Florida 11. Nebraska Troy still at the half. Again, I'm not sure if that's actually the case anymore because ESPN has kind of went dumb. But there you go. Let's see here. Eagles have added a lot of players. Yes, they have. All right, again, a 2-point game. 49-47 is your score. TCU leading for the moment. They've been practically up the entire game. Again, would love to provide you more statistics, but unfortunately, it has crashed over here. Can't provide you any more stats. As here we go. This is Harding. Harding with it at the logo. TCU 7 for 13 from 3 in the first half. 1 for 6 in the second. Finding Edmonds. Edmonds with it. Driving inside. Edmonds spinning around. Underneath. Puts it up and can't get it. He was fouled. And he will go to the line for a couple of shots. Cal Baptist has this guard from Compton who can line it up. They are a really small team, though. Yeah, that's not good when you're small. If everybody's small. So, again, looks like he will head to the line for 2. Edmonds, a 65% free throw shooter, does make the first as they reach 50 points. 50-47, 8:22 left to go. Edmonds again with his second shot. Edmonds releases that one. Oh, it's not going to be happening. Rebounded there by Bynum. Hands it off to Thornton. Thornton taking it up the court. Going left to right. Bynum with it. At the logo. Pardon me, this is Thornton. Thornton with it at the logo. Driving inside. Spinning around. Hands it off to Royal. Royal puts it up, and he is fouled. Edmonds not liking the call, but he will have to accept it as he will head to the line for a couple, and he is an 80% free throw shooter. Like I said, 24 in the half and 23 in the second. Yes, they did. They've been really good. They have been putting up points. They have been making their shots. TCU not making their shots. Only 11 points for TCU in the second half. Royal, again, an 80% free throw shooter. There's the first. That one is good. All right. Again, 8:02 left to go. Royal with the second. We have some subs there for each team. More games kicking off. So it looks like Wisconsin High Point is underway. Wisconsin leading 10-3. As he does make the second. It's a 1-point game. Ohio State. They get a stop here. They could take their first lead of the game in quite some time. All right, here's Harding at the logo. Logo looking at Harding, looking around, finding Pierre. Pierre with it. He's driving in. Oh, he loses the ball. It's taken away by Bynum. Bynum to Mobley. Mobley with it at the logo. Mobley looking around. Heavy defense. Finding Thornton. Thornton jab step. Coming to the near side is Thornton. Bounce pass over here to Cups. Cups looking around. He's driving in. Cups looking, turning, kicks it out to Bynum. Thought about it. Driving inside, puts it up, gets the bucket and the foul. Or there's no foul. I thought I heard a whistle. No whistle apparently, but they've taken the lead. First lead since 5-2. That was way early in this one. Ohio State has come back. Here's Robinson. Robinson floater. That's too strong, and there is going to be a foul on Punch. And Punch can't believe it. Pleading his case. Looks like that's another commercial break. 7:05 left to go. Ohio State leads. They are up by 1. Again, they've come back from the dead. Again, at the half, they were down 39-24, but they have outscored TCU 27-11 here in the second half. It has not been ideal. It has not been ideal if you're a TCU fan or supporter. Again, Nebraska leading 41-30. They are just now entering the second half. Louisville leading 24-11 over South Florida. Let's see. We have Wisconsin 15, High Point 5. Not looking good for High Point. High Point. Jaguar Gators College. Not looking good there as they are just getting underway. Again, I'll be on for another game right after this in about an hour. Hour and a half. McNeese and Vanderbilt's. That'll be happening. You went over in Wisconsin High Point hoping for some points. I could see some points there. Both teams can line it up. Let's go Buckeyes. Thomas pulling for the Buckeyes as they have again come back. They have looked really good. But I think we're in for a good finish here in this one. Hopefully I'll have more energy in the second one. I know I can feel it. Like I said, players cannot be at 100%. Same with me. There will be days where I'm just not. That is a bummer. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, watching this game, hanging out, just chilling. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to leave a like and of course subscribe to the channel. Again, we'll be covering a lot more college basketball for the rest of the day. As again, we'll be doing McNeese and Vanderbilt right after this. Doing a lot of stuff. And again, Texas A&M and St. Mary's. Nebraska's going to get their first NCAA tournament. Possibly, if it holds. Looking like they will. Looking like they will. Let's see here. Jaguar Gator again, just doing it all. Four streams on. That is amazing. I could not do that. Again, I don't have the skill to do 4 streams at once when it comes to basketball. Football, maybe. Maybe I do that next year. Maybe I'll do it for the final Sunday or something like that. Interesting. But all right, we are back. Gregory pulling for TCU. Not looking good, Gregory. Not looking good at all. They have really struggled. Beast of the East, 31 combined national titles. Duke is the 1, UConn 2, Michigan State 3, Kansas 4, St. John's 5, Louisville 6, UCLA 7. And then 3 active Hall of Fame coaches, Izzo, Self, and Pitino. I mean, that is just amazing. The East is just loaded with historical teams. But Ohio State's looking historical here with a nice comeback. 51-50 is your scores. Mobley inside to Bynum. Bynum with it beyond the arc. Bynum inside to Royal. Royal slams it inside. 53-50. How's it going, Sean? Good to see Ohio State coming back. And they have just looked so, I mean, it's like a completely different team. A completely different team here in the second half for both of these teams. Here's Harding. Harding with it at the logo. Driving inside. Kicks it out here. Lela Vicious for 3. That's short. Rebounded by Ohio State. Jamie Dixon can't believe it. Here's Mobley at the logo. Floats it inside of Royal. Royal puts it in. No problem for Royal. Ohio State up by 5. Here's Harding. Harding is fouled. Ohio State with a 15-1 run. Unbelievable. How big is Nebraska? They're up by 14, 44-30 right now against Troy. Louisville, pardon me, up 24-11 over USF. Wisconsin 15, High Point 9. Unbelievable. TCU has missed 9 of their last 11. All right, Harding with it. He's beyond the arc. He's looking around, driving inside. Kicks it out here to Punch, who's driving inside himself. He puts it up, gets the bucket and the foul, and Punch trying to get the team fired up. Because, man, oh man, it has been all Ohio State here in the second half. 16. They're up 16 now. On here it says 44-30, but it's possible. Again, the ESPN website is really failing right now. So you could be correct there, Crave. Appreciate you again. Yeah, what a comeback. It has been all Ohio State. TCU again, 39-24 at the half. That was halftime score. TCU looking like, man, they are punching their ticket as Punch is at the line. 65% free throw shooter. Does make it. But no, it has been a tale of two halves for sure. As Ohio State up by 2 with 6 to go. All right, here is Mobley. Mobley with it. Hands it off to Cups. Cups has had some nice shots here in the second half as Cups at the logo. Bouncing over here to Thornton. Back to Cups. Cups with it. Hands it off here to Mobley. Mobley to Thornton. Thornton trying to find a teammate. Finds Bynum. Bynum in the lane. He puts it up. Slams it inside with authority. 57-53. I believe he was fouled because the clock has stopped. And it looks like he will go to the line for, again, the three-point play, and he is a 73% free throw shooter. Yeah, Troy plus 13 still in it. Man, yeah, it's going to be tough. Wisconsin only up by 3 against High Point. Wisconsin, they were up by 10 just a few moments ago. Now only up by 3. Again, still plenty of time. 13 minutes ago in the first, 15-12. And again, Louisville 24, USF 11. Bynum looking to complete the three-point play as, again, this ESPN website is failing miserably. He misses. 57-53, Pierre hands it off to Harding. Harding with it on the far side. Trying to get something going. Here's Robinson. Robinson over to Pierre. Pierre with it at the logo. Driving in. Looking around. Finding Punch. Punch looking around. Floats it to Edmonds. Edmonds underneath. Looking to put it up. He does. Gets the basket. Nice stuff. Double covered and all. 57-55 is your score. 5:08 and counting here in the second. Edmonds with 13 points. He's been pretty good. He's been pretty consistent. Everyone else for TCU, no. All right, Thornton for three. That's going to be too short. Rebounded by TCU. They had made 7 straight shots prior to that. As here's Pierre. Pierre thinking about the three. Hands it off to Edmonds. Edmonds with it beyond the arc. He's looking around. Hands it. Oh, does not hand it off. Finding Pierre. Pierre with it at the logo. Driving inside. Long two. That is going to be rolling around. Rebounded by TCU. Punch with it. Punch to Robinson. Robinson to Harding. Harding for three. That's too strong. Rebounded by Edmonds. Edmonds puts it up, and he's fouled. And Edmonds holding his head as he's on the ground. You gotta hope he's okay. Again, an elbow to the top of the head. That hurts. That definitely hurts. Nebraska, by the way, up 50-32. Louisville 24-13 over USF. Wisconsin leading 20-14 over High Point. Yeah, again, good luck, Thomas. Oh, yeah, back. Oh, an elbow to the back of the head. Mobley. Showing how mobile his elbow is. Jeez. Again, Edmonds will go to the line. 65% free throw shooter. And got to hope that he's okay. You picked High Point, one in the bracket? Yeah, so I actually picked High Point as well. So we'll see. I have a lot of 12s, upsetting 5s, but that is not always the case, but that is the most popular one because of the mid-major stuff. There's the first. That one is good. Makes it a 1-point game, 57-56. Again, TCU has been in control essentially the entire game until I would say the 15-minute mark in the second half. Then it's been all Ohio State. Trying to get something going here, though, as Edmonds as he releases. That one's no good. Rebounded by Tilly. Remains at a 1-point game for Ohio State. As here's Thornton. Thornton with it with 4:21 and counting. Thornton with it at the logo. Trying to find a teammates. Thornton finding Bynum. Bynum back to Thornton. Thornton with it finding Mobley. Mobley with it at the logo. As he finds Royal. Royal to Bynum. Bynum to Tilly. Puts it up. And he's denied. A block. Here's Harding. Harding with it. Punch. Inside. Puts it up. Lays it in. TCU reclaims the lead. 58-57. TCU. They had the game. Blew it. But have maybe reclaimed it. Ohio State with it. They're going to call a timeout with 3:45 left to go in the second half. Man, oh man. Nebraska up by 19 now. In their game. Again, commercial break. 3:45, TCU up by 1. Wisconsin 22, High Point 16, Louisville 30, South Florida 20. And then again, Nebraska 56-37 over Troy. Again, folks, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It is free to do so. It is free to do so. It even says it up there. Look at it. See if it's coming right now on the ticker. And again, if you like March Madness, we'll be doing 2 more games today, as I'm doing 3 games today. Vanderbilt McNeese is up next. That one's happening in an hour. And then, of course, we'll be doing Texas A&M and St. Mary's. And then tomorrow we're doing 4 games. 4 games all day. We're going to be on here all day. So, again, thank you guys for hanging out. And also, again, if you're an NFL fan, make sure to subscribe. Again, do a lot of the NFL. That is really the bread and butter of the channel, NFL and college football. All my success really is with football streams. And I love football. That's my thing. But again, it's not just a Steelers channel. We do other games, not just Steelers. Again, we do 3 games every Sunday. Steelers are one of them. I promise you they don't play 3 games every Sunday. Though it does feel like they somehow lose 3 times on Sunday. I promise. That's how it feels like being a Steeler fan. But anyway, yeah. So make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Akron is also 12. Yes, I have them winning as well. I think it was Akron, McNeese, and High Point. I think those were the 12s I picked. Do you bet? No, I do not. I do not bet. I did not pick Northern Iowa over St. John's. But yeah, I picked High Point over Wisconsin, Akron over Texas Tech, and then Vanderbilt over McNeese. Nail biter here. Troy getting blasted, yeah. Not looking good. Look, again, they were leading. They were leading earlier. Again, I'm confident with the 12s and 5s because the 12s are the best of the mid-majors usually. But the 13s, yeah, it's just a little bit of a, it's a tough ask. It's a tough ask, really. McNeese is a live 12 seed. Yep. Vandy can score a ton. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. I think it'll be a good game. That's why I picked it. For the first round, again, you do have a lot of teams that, might be a little one-sided. So I really try my best to pick the most competitive game in each window. And I think I did. Again, so far, so good. It was not looking good there earlier. TCU was all over Ohio State, but it's crunch time. Working our way back here again. TCU up by 1. Ohio State has made 44% of their shots. TCU shooting 38% from the field. Turnovers about the same, 7 and 7. Ohio State was 16 assists to 10 assists for TCU. TCU, though, has made more threes. They're 8 for 21 from the three-point line. I think Ohio State's 5 for 19. I can't quite remember. Again, the stats have been taken away from me on ESPN. So ESPN hates all of us. We all know this. But it is official. But yeah, 3:45 left to go. Ohio State with the ball. Again, they're going left to right on your YouTube screen as inbounds here to Bynum. Bynum here to Tilly. Tilly with it beyond the arc. Trying to find a teammate. Hands it off to Thornton. Thornton with it beyond the arc. Driving inside is Thornton. Looking for contact. He puts it up and no contact. No foul. No nothing. No basket. It's with TCU. Here's Harding. Harding with it to the far side to Pierre. Pierre beyond the arc. Looking around. Finding Robinson. Robinson over there to Lelavicious. Back to Punch. Punch to Harding. Harding with it. 12 left to shoot. As he's looking inside, hands it off to Punch, spinning around, loses the ball, gets it back. Punch loses it again, and he's fouled. And I think it's going to be the bonus, so it should be a 1-and-1, I think. No shooting foul there, so I think it's going to be the case. Punch, 65% free throw shooter. Northern Iowa is number 1 in the nation in defense, 60 points in some games, so they will make St. John's earn everything. Oh, wow. Maybe I should have picked all 12s, huh? That would have been interesting. Punch again is 65% free throw shooter. There is the throw. He can't make it. So rebounded by Ohio State. Here's Mobley. 3:03 left to go in this one. I had it about 66, 63 or something like that. I had it in the 60s. Looks like we might hit it. Though there was always a lot of free throws at the end as Thornton looking around beyond the arc. Trying to find a teammate, and looks like they're going to call a timeout as no one was coming free. Thornton just didn't like that, like what was happening. Thornton kind of getting chatted with the coach there. He's like, hey, we kind of needed that a little bit later. Each team with 1 timeout remaining. So another commercial break here. Let's check out what's going on. Nebraska leading 60-40. Wisconsin 28, High Point 21. Louisville 30. South Florida 20. So there you go. Again, more scores happening very soon. Siena Duke, that's happening at 1:50 Central Time, 2:50 Eastern. This whole no stats thing on ESPN smells funky. Do you think they're trying to make it difficult for streamers? I've heard you talk about the stuff they do to you guys. There's a lot of stuff they do. I don't know. I think it's just the ESPN website crashing. I think it's just the way it is. It was like that with the NFL playoffs and then for certain college football games during the season. It is really weird. It is weird. All right, Ohio State inbounding. They only have 7 to shoot. It's got to get rid of it. Mobley just jacks it up. That one's going to be too strong. Rebounded by Lelavicious. Lelavicious here to Pierre. Pierre now to Harding. Harding just chilling at the logo. 2:30 to go in this one. Got a good one as Harding in the lane, turning, kicks it out to Robinson. Robinson looking. He's driving inside. Stepping back, kicks it out to Pierre. Pierre to Lelavicious. Harding looking inside, driving inside, finding Pierre. Pierre for three. That's short and rebounded by Thornton. Thornton's going to race down. It's a 1-on-2. Thornton driving inside, puts it up. There's a foul. And they're going to call it on TCU. Did not get the shot, but will go to the line for a couple as Harding is holding his head. He is on the ground. Overtime. Maybe, Tron. Appreciate you again for tuning in. Oh, takes an elbow to the head. Oh, that is brutal. Jeez. Oh, he's bleeding. Harding is bleeding. He took an elbow to the face. Unbelievable. Again, Thornton. If you have not seen Thornton, he is a big guy. He looks like he should be playing football. He might even have a concussion, honestly, without he's a Thornton's a massive guy. Oh my goodness. Sorry, it looks like another commercial break and injury timeout. Nebraska destroying Troy 65-40. Thanks for coming, Troy. Wisconsin 34, High Point 26, Louisville 30, South Florida 22. And of course, again, TCU up by 1, but Ohio State with the ball. They will have, I think, a 1-and-1 opportunity whenever this is resumed. But I am uncertain for that, so we'll see. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. It's been pretty fun. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Again, not just college basketball. Do a lot of NFL, a lot of college football. That is where the strength of the channel is. Again, just look at the past lives if you don't believe it. Look at the past work. As again, I do appreciate you guys for doing it. And again, don't hesitate to chat down below. This is a pro chat channel. I really do try to get to everybody in the chat. Problem is, of course, the basketball is very fast paced, so I can't quite get it to it on time. But definitely during commercial breaks. So Ohio State will shoot 2 again. Once it looks like there was a review, they were trying to see if it was a flagrant or not, which wouldn't have been on Thornton, which would have been on Harding. I don't know what Harding would have done. I mean, Harding got elbowed in the face. I don't think he was doing anything malicious. I don't even know why they would even look at that. Kind of just adding to the time here. So Thornton, by the way, an 83% free throw shooter. His first free throws of the day. He hasn't really been in the line. Only 5 points. There's the first. That one is good. Tying it up. 58 all. 58-58, 2:08 left to go. As Thornton trying to reclaim the lead for the Buckeyes. Thornton taking his time at the line as he releases. That one's good. Ohio State once again with the lead, 59-58. Inbounding here to Lelavicious. Back to Robinson. Back to Pierre. Pierre with it, crossing half courts. Bounce pass to Lelavicious. Back to Robinson. Back over to Pierre. Pierre going against heavy defense from Mobley. Bounce pass to Punch. Punch looking around. 10 to shoot. Driving inside. Punch looking. Puts it up and gets the baskets and the foul. Fighting through the contact. Still able to make the shot. He will again go to the line to complete the 3-point play. And again, he's a 65% free throw shooter. Tilly, the guilty party there. Tron again said overtime. Could be. Nebraska up by 25, 65-40. Louisville 31, USF 22. Wisconsin 34, High Point 26. That's what's going on in other March Madness games. Again, Punch at the line, completing the 3-point play, 61-59. 1:45 to go. Looks like TCU going to be pressing a little bit. Harding still on the bench. He's bleeding still. I don't know why they haven't bandaged him up, but it is what it is. Mobley crossing half court. Again, down by 2, 135 and counting. Mobley guarded by Toulson. Bounce pass to Thornton. Thornton with it. He's driving inside, looking around, kicks it out to Mobley. Mobley for 3. That's going to be short. Rebound. No, it's tipped on the air like it's volleyball, then swatted out of bounds like it's volleyball, and it's going to be with Ohio State. What in the world is that? It just went way up in the air. Jamie Dixon can't believe it. He's yelling like, what are you guys doing? It was tipped up in the air like, again, volleyball, like you're setting it up for the spike, and that's exactly what happened. Pierre just slamming it out of bounds. Ohio State has missed their last 5 field goals, so they have struggled in recent memory. Floating it over here to Royal. Royal with it, driving inside. He puts it up, gets the foul, not the basket. He will go to the line. I think it's a 1-and-1, but I could be wrong. But again, he is an 80% free throw shooter. Yeah, Robinson didn't need to do that. Again, Robinson played good defense there, set him up pretty well. Makes both. He ties the game. Royal at the line for the first. That one is good. 61-60. Now your score. .116 here in counting. Or not in counting, but it's still, it's chilled right now because, again, he's at the line. Anyway, as Royal at the line for his second. This one ties it up. 61-61. Inbounding it to Pierre. This is Harding now. He's back in the game after all the bleeding. Tell me, do you bleed? He does. Harding to Pierre. Pierre over to Robinson. Back over to Harding. 102 and counting. 15 left to shoot. Bounce pass to Pierre. Pierre kicks it out to Robinson. Robinson for 3. That's good. 64-61. 55 seconds left to go in this one. Mobley with it, down by 3 at the logo. Finding Thornton. Thornton with it beyond the arc. Driving in. Looking. Finding Mobley. Still plenty of time. 15 to shoot. Mobley with it at the logo. Thinking about it. Step back. No. Kicks it out to Thornton for 3. That's good. Ties it up. 64-64. And looks like someone's going to call a timeout. Couldn't tell you who, with 27 seconds. Timeout somebody. I don't know. TCU, I'm assuming, did it. So 27 seconds left. It's a tie game. Just went to fire my mower for the first time of the year. Discovered I need to clean the carburetor. Lucky you. That is tough. That is indeed tough. Again, tie game. 27 seconds left to go. Oh, man. We might be going overtime. I hope not. I really hope not, personally. But, because I got another game. Again, it's on a different channel, so. Like, if I was covering the same channel, then it would be fine. But, unfortunately, that's not the case. As I'm going for the best matchups, I think. Wisconsin leading High Point 37-35. It's a close one. Louisville up by 9 over South Florida 36-27. Nebraska all over Troy 70-40. So congratulations to Nebraska. They will be getting their first win in NCAA March Madness tournament history. 2 Minecraft stacks of points here. 64. Yeah, that's the max. Yeah, I don't really play much Minecraft. Got into it really recently, like within the last 6 months, but I don't really play much. I play on like chill mode, so like, because I'm not good. I'm just not good at it. I still need to learn. But it is kind of a relaxing game. I do enjoy it. But it is rare when I do play. Roll TC, appreciate you, Anthony, for tuning in. Again, folks, make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. As this game reaches its conclusion, again, covering 2 more games, McNeese, Vanderbilt, right after this, and then, of course, Texas A&M, St. Mary's tonight. How's it going, Kate? Appreciate you. Play Pokemon? I do not. Inbounding here to Harding. Looks like he's going to chill with it. 20 seconds and counting. About a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harding now starting to dribble. Harding looking around, spinning around, driving inside. Kicks it out to Punch. Punch with it, driving in. Punch looking. Bounce pass to Edmonds. Edmonds puts it up. Gets the bucket with 4 seconds left. 4 seconds left. TCU has taken the lead. Timeout, Ohio State. That is their last timeout. Oh, man. What a shot, Edmonds. Man, oh, man, that was clutch. Double teamed and all. But no, I do not play Pokemon. I've never played it in my life. My wife likes Pokemon cards. She collects them. But I do not. I don't do Pokemon. Women don't like guys gambling. I mean, I don't know about all that. I mean, whatever you want to do is whatever you want to do, you know? I personally just don't. I personally don't. But again, feel free. Again, I pull for everybody in their bets. I do. It's not like, you know, just because I don't do it doesn't mean like I don't think everyone else shouldn't do it. No, I pull for you guys. I pull for you guys and your bets for sure. Because in the end, the house always wins. So Vegas usually takes more of the money. That's just how it goes. All right, 4 seconds left, folks. This one about to be over. Or maybe, again, they go for 2. I'm thinking they probably go for the kill shot. That's just my guess. They go for it all. 66-64. 4 seconds left. Thornton going to be inbounding it. Again, across court. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Referee's trying to get everything going. Oh, my gosh. Thornton inbounding it to Tilly. Tilly to Thornton. 3 seconds, 2. Thornton, half-court shot! Too strong. This game is over. TCU advances and knock out the Buckeyes. The Buckeyes are the first team eliminated in the field of 64. Ohio State can't believe it. Ohio State TCU on. Yes, I don't know why you try to spoil there, Sean, but I appreciate it. Actually, I don't appreciate it. It's like we're getting to it. We're getting to the final there. Like, you're so cool, Sean. You're so cool. Sean, you're hilarious. You're awesome. Anyway, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, going to be covering 2 more games after this. I don't know what the heck that is, but that is getting banned. But anyway, yeah, congratulations again to TCU. They're moving on. I would have stats for you, but I can't. Because, well, I don't know. They shut it down. The ESPN has been shut down. Again, currently happening, Nebraska 70, Troy 45, Wisconsin 39, High Point 35, Louisville 37, South Florida 27. That is what's going on across the nation. And again, I'll be calling another game right after this in about 30 minutes, maybe even 40. Again, before you guys go, make sure again to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel, folks. It is free to do so. This is a growing channel, just crossed 7,000 subs. Thank you guys so much. Again, 6,000 in year 1. We're moving up, though. We're moving up in the world. It's going to be a pretty fun time here on YouTube for sure. And again, if you like the NFL, though, that is really where it's this channel's at its best. And again, you know, I don't just cover Steelers. I cover everybody. Again, I cover every Steeler game. But again, 2 other games every Sunday. Hopefully you guys like the sound of that. Make sure, again, leave a like and subscribe. Again, I'll be on for Vanderbilt and McNeese. In fact, I'm going to cheat a little bit and get that set up for you right now. Actually, well, I don't know. I guess I could. There's how that's going to look. Think it'll be a fun-looking scoreboard. Think it'll be a fun game. I really do. I really do. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Again, see you guys in about 40 minutes. Again, final score. 66-64. What a game. You did not play Nebraska. Yeah, see you in 30. Appreciate you, man. You made this game more fun. I try, man. I try. I don't know. I don't really think I was on my best call here, but maybe I'll wake up a little bit more. I'm hungry. I was kind of thinking about food the last half there. So I'm going to get a sandwich. I'm going to make a sandwich. Catch you guys later. Appreciate you, Sean, for tuning in. I wasn't talking to you. I was on another Sean trying to spoil. Like, why? I don't understand. But congratulations again to TCU. You probably play Duke. So good luck. Wish you the best. Again, no guarantees that I cover that game. Again, I don't know how the schedule's going to look Saturday. But, yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Jesus Lord, yes, sir. And I will catch you guys later. Like and subscribe before you go. Peace. And see ya in the next.